Hello friends, in previous video we have seen the classification of filter, but one classification was not completed there. It was the classification of filter based on the frequency response. So in this video we will continue with that, and some terms related with the filter will be covered in this video. So filter is basically a frequency selective circuit, and it is designed to pass a specific range of frequencies and block or attenuate the remaining one. So if we apply some input to the filter, then its output frequency will not change, but the voltage at the output may change or may not change. Now we are dividing the filter based on the frequency response. That's why we should know what is frequency response. So frequency response is a graph which is plotted between voltage or gain with respect to frequency. So here the gain is generally on the y-axis and frequency is taken on the x-axis. It may be gain or it may be output voltage. Now let's consider the example. If a filter is like this, as we have defined, it will allow to pass a particular range of frequency. So it will allow this range of frequency. It means that at that we will get some output. Here we are getting some output, but for this range of frequency we are not getting any output. So the band which is allowed here, the band means range of frequency. The range of frequency which are allowed to pass is called as pass band, and this region we will not get any output, so this region is called as stop band. So the range of frequency which is allowed is called pass band, and the range of frequency which is not allowed is called stop band. The next term will be related with this, that is fc, because this is the frequency where pass band and stop bands are separated. So cutoff frequency, it is also known as cutoff frequency, corner frequency, or break frequency. So it is the boundary in the system of frequency response at pass band and stop band, or it may be defined as a frequency where gain begins to be reduced or increased. So note here that the gain may be reduced or increased. Here the gain is completely stopped. So we can say that further the frequency is blocked. But practically, when we say we can see observe here that the gain may be reduced. So basically they are divided into ideal and practical frequency response. Whatever we have seen is the ideal frequency response, where after cutoff frequency we will not get any output, and therefore it will block the output completely. And in practice it is not possible to have an ideal frequency response, and but the response which exists is called as practical frequency response, and where you will not get all of a sudden output, but it will reduce gradually. Here you can see that the output is reducing gradually. Again the question will be that whether which is pass band and which is stop band. So for that, again, one frequency is considered. It is called as minus 3 dB frequency, which is defined as the frequency at which the power delivered to the load reduces to 50% of the maximum value. It means that if this is the maximum value, and if we consider the total power reduced to 50%, then this is the frequency called as minus 3 dB frequency, or it may be defined as the voltage gain at frequency is 0.707, or we can say that 70.7% of the maximum gain. If this is maximum gain, then if this is 70.7% of the maximum value, then this minus 3 dB frequency can be calculated. So In general, we will get pass band and stop band. So this is the range of frequency which is directly allowed through the filter. Now this frequency, as we can see that stop band is the frequency where we will get the output as 0. So we can say that this is the stop band. So we will get stop band here like this. But the the frequency range where the output drops is actually called as transition band, and it is the range of frequencies that allows the transition between pass band and stop band. This is the area between where the filter turns the corner. Here you can see that it turns the corner, and where it hits the bottom. Here it is hitting the bottom. So this area is called as transition band. This area is known as transition band. In general, what we generally consider this frequency response, that is critical frequency or cutoff frequency. And if we neglect the transition band, then at the cutoff frequency we consider this as pass band and the remaining band as stop band if we neglect the transition band. So let's move toward the main topic, that is the classification based on the frequency response. So it is classified into low pass filter, high pass filter, band pass filter, band stop filter, or the all pass filter. Now we will see them one by one. The first one is low pass filter. As we can uh, as it has the name low pass, it means that it will allow a lower frequency and further blocks the high frequency. But what will decide it? It will be decided by the frequency, that is cutoff frequency. So here here you can see that this range of frequency is allowed. It means that we are getting some output here, and therefore this range of frequency is allowed. So this is called as pass band, and here we will not get any output. This is called as stop band. Okay, and as this frequency is allowed, and this is the frequency of separation, it is fc, that is cutoff frequency, which is in case of low pass filter called as lower cutoff frequency, which is known as fl. Sorry, it is in case of low pass filter, it is called as higher cutoff frequency, that is fh, because after that frequency we will not get any output. So for low pass filter we are having higher cutoff frequency. Now let's see the practical frequency response. In practical frequency response, the gain reduces gradually. So it was reducing sharply, and we will get we got the zero output directly. But in case of practical as we can see here, the output reduces gradually. So this is actually the frequency fh. Then this range of frequency is allowed, so it is pass band, and the remaining frequency is blocked, so it is called as stop band. So in this way we can draw the frequency response curve for the low pass filter. Now let's move toward the high pass filter. So as its name is high pass, it means that it will pass the higher frequency and block the low frequency. So this low frequency is blocked and high frequency is passed. So we can say that this frequency is passed, that's why we are getting some output, and therefore this is called as pass band, whereas this is blocked, so this is the stop band. Now this frequency is again fc, that is cutoff frequency, but as it is cutting the lower frequency, that is for high pass filter we will have the lower cutoff frequency fl. Now if we want to draw the practical response, we should increase this gain gradually. So slowly increase it, slowly we will increase it, and further we will get the constant output. So here you can say that the gain is maximum and constant. So this is the range which is allowed, and previously it was blocked. So it is your FL, it was stop band because it is blocked here, and this is pass band. So in this way we can draw the practical frequency response curve for the high pass filter. Then move toward the band pass filter. As its name is band pass, it means it will allow a specific range of frequency and blocks the other. So this is the range of frequency which is allowed, and as it is allowed, it is the pass band, and this range of frequency is blocked. So it is a stop band, but it is having two stop bands, because this is pass band which is say some 50 to 100 hertz are allowed, and lower than 50 is blocked, similarly higher than 100 is blocked. So this is, there are two stop bands in pass band filter and one pass band. Now look at this portion. This portion is just looks like a frequency response for the high pass filter. For high pass filter we are having lower cutoff frequency, and for low pass filter, look at this range, it looks like the low pass filter, so it is having the FH, that is higher cutoff frequency. So basically a band pass filter is a combination of high pass filter and low pass filter. So this is, it has two cutoff frequency, FL and FH. So FL is the lower cutoff frequency, and FH is the higher cutoff frequency. In case of pass band filter, FL, that is lower cutoff frequency, is less than FH. Now let's draw the practical frequency response. Now this should be gradually increased, and this should be gradually decreased. So the graph will look like this. Now this frequency is allowed, so it is pass band, and these are two stop bands. So this is FL and FH. In this way we can draw the frequency response for band pass filter. Now the mirror image for the band pass filter is band reject filter or band stop filter. So as its name is, it will stop a range of frequency. Band means range of frequency, stop as it is stopping or rejecting a band of frequency. So it will reject this range of frequency. As it will reject this range of frequency, this is the stop band, and it will allow this the remaining frequency. So the we will get output here, and this range of frequency is allowed. Now you can see that it is the graph for the low pass filter, and low pass filter is having higher cutoff frequency, that is FH, and this graph is look like the high pass filter, so it is having the lower cutoff frequency FL. So again it is having two frequencies. Now it has one stop band and two pass band. So these two frequencies are FL and FH, but here note that your FH is less than FL. Again, it is the combination of low pass filter and high pass filter. We will see it in our subsequent lecture. So basically a band stop filter has frequency response practically like this. It may be either U shape or V shape. So this range of frequencies allowed, then this range of frequencies also allowed. So it is your pass band. This one is also a pass band, and this range of frequency is actually blocked, so we are not getting any output, so it is your stop band. So in this way we can draw the frequency response for the band stop filter. The last filter is all pass filter. As its name is that it will allow all frequencies. it without any attenuation. Therefore its gain is generally 1. That is, whatever input we will apply, we will get same frequency as output, but here the delay will be there. the, it delays the signal, and that is also proportional to the frequency, hence it is also known as delay filter. So all pass filter is also known as delay filter. Thank you.